Hey team! So I figured since our summers are so busy and it's hard to get us all together, that I was just going to record July's team talk and I'll post it this evening. So I hope everybody's doing great and had a wonderful Canada Day weekend, and we'll hop right into this. So these are some pictures from our team party in June. It was fantastic. I had a blast. The kids had so much fun, and I can't wait to do our next one. So welcome to the family. We have quite a few newbies this month. So welcome Amber, Valerie, Caitlin, Bobby, Marilyn, and lots of the hubbies have joined us. So that's pretty exciting. So welcome to Adam, Stephen, and Jason. It's always exciting when the family hops on board with us. And then we have a lot of people, look at the screen, aiming high this month. So we have a whole pack of you guys aiming for BF. So we have Evan, Valerie, Whitney, Marcia, Al, Stephen, Adam, and Jason, Lynetta, Natasha, Megan, Kelly, Hope, Shauna, and Caitlin. So let's get you guys to fast track to BF this month and get rocking this business. And then we have aiming for SC. We have a nice long list too. We have Caitlin Peters, Dana, Melanie, Chantel, Beverly, Lori, Lisa, and Michelle all working for SC. And then we have Janelle striving for senior sales coordinator this summer as well. So a lot of big things are happening this summer. It's going to be super exciting. So I wanted to start off with the basics. Sorry, it's kind of windy out here. And as soon as I was about to record this, the sun just came underneath the porch enough to blind me. So that's why my shades are on, sorry. But yeah, I just wanted to go back to the basics for a second. And we should all know this in our heads, but even I know I'll get lax on it sometimes and I'll forget what I'm saying or lose the key points. So Juice Plus is a whole food based nutrition, including juice powdered concentrates from 30 different fruits, vegetables, and grains. Juice Plus helps bridge the gap between what we should be eating and what we do eat every day. Not a multivitamin, medicine, treatment, or cure for any disease. We have to make sure that we never say that, right? Juice Plus is made from quality ingredients, carefully monitored from farm to capsule to provide natural nutrition your body needs to be at its best. Juice Plus capsules were introduced in 1993. That's a good number to remember because people do want to know how long this is around. And when you tell them it's been around since the early 90s, they're shocked. And they're more intrigued to listen because this isn't just a fad that's been around for a couple years. When most scientists and health professionals were only beginning to understand the importance of whole food nutrition, Juice Plus is not a substitute for eating fruits and vegetables. Juice Plus is not a medicine, treatment, or multivitamin like we said. It simply helps support a healthy diet by offering a much wider variety of naturally occurring vitamins. Doing with other antioxidants and phytonutrients found in fruits and vegetables, doing so with the phytonutrients found in fruits and vegetables compared to traditional multivitamins that synthetically isolate their stuff. So I know this is a jumble and I walked over my words lots, but just make sure that you're going back to those simple videos. Like there's those couple 3-minute videos on YouTube from the official Juice Plus pages. Watch those every couple weeks and get that verbiage back into your brain. And then I wanted to talk about fast tracking the virtual franchise because really that's the key to this business. If you can fast track the virtual franchise and then keep helping other people do it. And really I like to set myself each month, I try and think of myself as a new dealer trying to reach virtual franchise. And that really just kicks your butt in gear and gets you going. We can all remember how excited we were when we first began and how much we wanted that fast tracking bonus and how much we wanted to get those points and how eager we were. So try and set your mind back to that place every beginning of the month and you will you'll hit high goals. So breaking it down, how to get to fast tracking BF, because it does seem daunting at the very beginning. There are lots of numbers to figure out. So just remember, you're not doing this all by yourself, or you don't have to anyways. So if you look at the screen here, you need 2,500 points in 30 days. So say you buy your own trio and then you share with 2 other people. That gives you 750 people or 705 points. You then share with a friend who decides to join the business with you because you're so excited about it. They get a trio for themselves and share 2 duos with other people. That gets them 535 points. You share with another friend who decides to join your mission. They get a trio and share 2 trios and shakes with other people. That gives them 805.5 points. And then you have a third friend that says, hey, you know what? You, Sally, and Joe are all doing this. I'm going to hop on board too. She gets herself a trio and shares 1 duo and 2 shakes with other people. And that gets her 592 points. You being their sponsor, all of those people's points will come up to you in this phase of trying to get to VF. And that will leave you with a total of 2,604.5 points. So you've just fast-tracked to VF, getting the $450 bonus and setting yourself up really good to hit SC. So really, that's how it works. Is it's a puzzle. Everybody can have their pieces and play into this. It doesn't just have to be you doing all of this. And of course, there's a million different ways you could make up this 2,500 points, right? It doesn't have to be this set of duos and trios and whatever. I just wanted to show you that it's a breakdown system. It might seem really scary when you look at that big number of 2,500 points or 8,000 points when you're trying to reach SSC or SC. Those numbers can seem really scary, but when you break it down, it's really, really achievable. For example, with SC, you want 8,000 PVC points. So when you think about it, you need 2 fast track VFers to get fast track SC. They both need 2,500 points. That's 5,000 points right there. So you're just left with getting 3,000 points yourself, and that can also come from other teammates as well as your own business. So just work it backwards. And if you ever are feeling overwhelmed or stressed about the numbers, don't hesitate to call me either or message me. I'm happy to help you guys figure those out. So remember, VF, 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 help more people get to VF. And that's really the keys to getting to NMD in this business. And then events. They're really what it's all about, right? I've definitely seen a huge drop in my business since slacking ass and not doing any events in a couple months. Life just got a little hectic and it fell off the wagon. And then once I fell out of momentum of doing the events, it's seeming really hard to hop back on board. So events are really key. We all know that in the business. If you look at anybody successful in this business, that's what they're doing, is event after event after event. So we really need to focus on making good, intriguing events that add value to people. And that are going to get people out of their house in summer, because that is really hard. This morning, so I'm recording this early, me, Lisa, and Michelle are doing an event in the park downtown, a little kids playgroup event. And then this evening we were going to do a taste of the shred party at my place. And it was just, it's just really hard to get people out. I don't know if it's just because it was such a busy weekend and everyone's kind of tuckered or what, but so we decided to change it to an online event. So I'm not discouraging live events. Let's do as many as we can this summer. But I think a big focus should be put on live events as well, because everybody's scrolling through their phone anyways, whether they say they are or not. It's attached to their hand. So they will have that info available to them and they can hop on. And also some people just, for whatever reason, don't want to acknowledge or like put their hand up in front of other people and say, okay, I'm interested in this. So if they can check it out online at home on their own, they're a little more willing to do so. So think about events, link up, lots of us are spread out, but there's kind of like clusters in different towns. So link up with the people that are closest to you, do events together. The more people involved, the better, right? The more exciting it's going to be, the more you can put into it. You have support and you're bouncing off each other. And not everybody's story is going to resonate with everybody, right? We all have something that's going to connect with somebody different. So that's why it's really great to link up. Also, another thing we've been doing in this Brené Brown program that I am in with the leadership aspects of it. Sorry, it's a little early. I'm only like a couple sips into my coffee. We've been doing 3-way calls, and they have been really, really great for lots of people's businesses. Because like I said, your story is not necessarily going to resonate with somebody else's, but there is somebody that their story is going to match, right? And you know those people. You hear their stories in the Family Freedoms. You see them on YouTube. So go out, reach out and ask those people, hey, would you be willing to hop on a 3-way call with me? I have this friend who's a teacher, a nurse, or whatever that connects those two together, right? And just simply ask them if they're willing to hop on a 3-way call with you to help you out to talk to this prospect. Just give me 1 minute. The boy just woke up. Sorry about that. Thank goodness for pause recording. So yeah, anyways, hop on those and try and make some connections that way, because they've been really great for the girls during the leadership thing. Like almost everybody has gotten a couple sales out of doing them, and they're way less scary than you think, because the person that you're asking to be on that 3-way call with you, they really do the work, right? You set up the call, you say, hey, thanks so much for hopping on, acknowledge that you're super nervous to be doing this, and then the other person really takes over and starts talking and shares their story. It's a 10-minute call, you know, it's really short and sweet, and the pressure is off you. So give those a thought. Write down a list of people that maybe are on your chicken list, or, you know, don't respond very good on online things and would respond better to a call. So start thinking about those things, and I would really like to start doing them as a team. And even, we might not have a story in our team, like I said, but go out, reach out, and use those as your comfort zone pushing things too. You know, for me, it's scary reaching out to somebody that I don't really know, but we know them online kind of, and asking them to do one of these calls. But once you do it, you get you know, you're more confident, you're happy that you did it, and it's never as scary as you thought it was going to be. So next up, we have Red Deer Conference. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. How many of you got tickets? Because they sold out like so fast. I couldn't believe it. I'm really hoping that they change venues and we'll add in some more tickets before September comes, because that was crazy. But I did manage to get some tickets, so I'm super excited, and I hope a few others of you got some too. So just keep that in mind. And if you are going, comment in the comments below. I want to know who's coming. And then the Summer Surge, I just want to remind everybody about the amazing flipping bonuses we have this summer. So fast tracking to VF, you get $450 bonus. Qualifying your business for 2 months in a row, you get another $450. Fast track to SC, you get a $1,500 bonus. Plus, you're going to get 2 $450 bonuses for helping 2 other people reach VF, which is what you need to excel up to SC. You can't move up in this business without helping anybody else move up in this business. So the month you hit SC, you have this potential to make $2,400 in bonuses. That doesn't include your check. And then if you take a little bit longer to hit SC, you'll get a $750 bonus, plus that those 2 $450 bonuses as well, and that'll get you $1,650. And then fast track to SSC in 1 year from starting your business. You'll get a bonus of $1,500 plus $750 because you have to help somebody else reach SC, and then also another $450 because you have to help somebody reach VF. So that month of getting to SSC could be $2,700 in bonuses. Like, these bonuses are just unreal this summer. So utilize them. Understand this plan, because once you do, the possibilities are like limitless. It took me a long time to understand these numbers, so I missed out on a lot of the bonuses at the beginning. And now it is like my freaking goal to make sure that you guys understand this and can get all of these bonuses, because boy, it stinks when you leave them on the table. And now that I understand this, I want you guys to get every single one of these. And then passion. Show it to everybody. Scream it from the rooftops. Be a product of the product, right? We can't be selling this stuff if we're not taking it ourselves and we don't have a story to share ourselves. Like, that's a pretty simple duh. Remember why you started. When you're having those shit days or you're just kind of not feeling it anymore, take a pause, take a day off, and really dig in deep and remember, why did you start this? Where were you the day that you decided to message me or whoever you messaged? What made you say yes to this? Remember that place, because that's what got you going, and that's what kept you going in the beginning, and that can keep you going now. Be excited. You know, how you do anything is how you do everything. So just remember that. Anything you're doing, that's how you kind of do everything. So get excited, get passionate, get in the right state before you talk to anybody. Tony Robbins talks about this all the time. You have to be in the right state. If you are a grumpy pants and you've had a bitchy day and everything has gone wrong, and that's what you've been telling yourself all day, is that, oh, this day just sucks, everything's going wrong. Well, yeah, everything's going to keep going wrong. So you need to re-energize yourself, get yourself back into a good state, put on your favorite song, stop the car on the side of the road and dance it out, whatever you have to do, but do not ever show up to an event or a meeting with a friend or a coffee date or anything at all in our lives with a shit attitude, because being in that attitude is a choice. Yes, of course, we're all going to have shitty things and stuff's going to piss us off, and we're all going to have those days. We're human. I'm not saying don't be human. But recognize when you're doing those things, and recognize when you're letting those emotions take over, because one shitty little thing in a day shouldn't wreck your entire day. I know there's many days that I've let it do that, but that's a choice, right? And now I'm making the choice to not let that happen anymore. So be passionate. Show them how passionate you are about this, right? Yes, the check is wonderful, but that's not why I do this, and I hope that's not why you do this either. I really do cherish the ability to help other people with this, both with their health and with their wealth. Like, it really is an amazing opportunity. So be passionate about that and proud, and show people that you care and why this is important to you, because really, I've said it before, but they buy into you before they ever buy into the business or the product. They want to know why you are willing to give this to your family, and why you're willing to add this bill to your monthly budget, because, you know, we all have so many bills and so many things to pay for every month. So I know that's something that people are always intrigued. Like, what sold you that's made you say, okay, you know, I can add another $100 to the monthly bills? And then what are you saying to yourself, and what are you showing others? I watch throughout the month and check out people's posts and see what everybody's kind of up to, and I get to watch your numbers, right? And you can see from the things that people are posting or saying, it reflects in your numbers, whether it's connected consciously through the business or not. Everything that we're doing is connected to our business now. It is. I asked Jay last night, what is Juice Plus? I was just joking, and he said Juice Plus is a way of life, just normal. Like, he's like, he's the biggest spokesperson now. He just loves it. But yeah, it is a way of life. People are watching us. They know what we're doing, right? They see you on Facebook. They know you're up to. So they are watching you. Make sure you're setting a good example, and you're putting things out there that you want, that reflect your values and reflect the goals and stories that you're trying to tell and achieve. And what are you saying to yourself when shit gets shitty? Like, where do you go when something doesn't go your way? Are you the person who's saying, oh, I'm never good enough, oh, I can't do this, nobody likes me, I don't have any friends? Whatever it is, catch those things. What are you saying to yourself? It's not going to stop right away. You're not going to figure this shit out in a day. But start to stop and recognize those things that you say to yourself, and where do you go when things aren't going right? And once you can recognize that, you can start to change it, because you know you're not stupid. You know you don't have no friends. You know all those things. But we're conditioned, right? We're conditioned from children, and we get these little voices implanted in our head. And that's not our choice. It is not your fault that you're fucked up, but it is your fault that you stay fucked up. I heard that on a YouTube video last night, and it is going to stick in my brain forever, because that is so damn true. We can't help what happened to us as children. We can't help how we were conditioned, but we sure as hell can help what we do with it now. So make sure you're saying good things to yourself. When something goes bad and you don't get that sale, say, oh, well, what did I learn from this? Hey, or, you know, be proud of yourself that you took that step to initiate that conversation and start that and try, and you got that no. Be proud of those no's, because that means you're out there trying. Don't shit on yourself all the time, because when you're doing that to yourself, whether you think so or not, or think that that's projecting outward, it is. And you're making yourself small when you're telling yourself these things. So make yourself big. You're a superwoman. Be a superwoman. Do the pose sometimes. I've actually done that before events, or in the ER, if we know something really crazy is coming in, I will do the Superman pose, because it is proven to realign your state and get your brain active, and to put you at the highest power you can be. So literally just standing with your hands on your hips, your nose in the air, and proud, and sit there and think of yourself as Superwoman. It might sound corny as shit, but it works, I swear to God. So just be aware of what you're saying to yourself, and say good things to yourself. You know, our voice is the voice that we hear the most in the day. And sadly, it's usually the least nice voice. So make sure you're saying good things to yourself. And then also, if a stranger were to go through your social media feeds, what are 5 things that they would learn about you? Do these things match your values and what you're trying to portray? Think about it. Your social media feed is your store window. So what are people learning about you when they go through there? Are you sharing every nasty news story? Are you Miss Negative? Are you shitting on other people's stuff? I'm not saying anybody's doing any of that, but take a look at what you're doing, what you're sharing. You know, like politics, I don't share any of that kind of stuff because it's everywhere anyways. It's blowing up. Like, you can't get away from the crummy news articles, right? So why do we have to share it one more time? We don't. Why do you want to connect yourself with that? Just skip it. It's everywhere anyways, and they're going to see it. Just think about what you're connecting yourself with when you're hitting that share button or when you're putting something on your page. What are people going to think of you because of that opinion you've put out there? And then watch The Secret. I've gone over this before. I watch it every couple months, and it really does work. It just seems super crazy to me still, and Jason just shakes his head still when I watch it, but it really works. The law of attraction is a true thing. When you put good things out into the universe and put what you want versus what you do not want, those things happen. They come to you. So you, like I said before, you have to watch what you're saying to yourself because that is putting out into the universe what's going to happen. And then watch, write, learn, and teach. So these are some pictures of my actual books. My computer is stacked on top of them right now, but I have 3 big books full of Juice Plus info. Sorry. And that is all from YouTube videos that I've watched. So every time I'm watching something, I'm taking notes. Yes, it's great to just watch stuff while we're doing dishes or whatever, but taking notes and writing it with your own hand, not with a computer, imprints it in your brain and makes it stick. So yeah, I find this an amazing tool, and it helps me get the knowledge really quickly and solidly, and then be able to teach it to others, because that's what we're in this for, right? Is to teach. You have to be able to teach your downline what you're doing so that they can do it. This has to be duplicatable. So yeah, that's just a tip that I wanted to share with everybody. If you write it down with your own hand, your brain is much more likely to keep it. And renewal, there was a couple of you coming up for renewal, and that's so exciting. I just renewed mine like last month, and it was like so bittersweet. And then we were driving yesterday, and I don't know why I asked but I said, oh yeah, it's Mommy's 1-year Juice Plus anniversary. And he was so excited. He's like, oh, that's so sweet. What are you two going to do? Well, we don't really get to dinner or anything, but I did get a nice card. So make sure you're renewing. You will have a message on your virtual office, and a renewal comes up every year from when you signed up. So I just did mine because I think it comes a month before you signed up. So I think, Kate, you're on the renewal list, and Melanie, you'll be coming up soon, and there's a few others as well. So just keep an eye on that, because you do not want to miss that renewal day, because if you do, that's it. Like, you're restarting from the beginning. You never ever go backwards in this business unless you forget to pay your renewal. And then I just wanted to share, because I have been in this for 1 year, and it's just been the craziest year. A few things that Juice Plus has done for me. Aside from improving my health, like unreal, I went from feeling like I was literally surviving each day to feeling like I'm thriving, minus this little cold that I have going right now. It's given me an amazing sense of self-confidence. I'm more fulfilled. I feel much more like I have much more purpose in my day and in my life. Yes, I help people with my nursing, but it's different being involved in that system, the healthcare system, than this is. I can help people in so many more ways than I can at the hospital, and that really does truly fill my heart. It's made us have more money than month, and that was always an issue, and that's pretty exciting to us to, just have that free money to do whatever, and to see our debt quickly going down. So that aspect of it has literally changed our futures. I dream about our future. Like, I never ever even going on a trip or like summer hop was never even a thought, because you just knew it was unattainable. So why dream about stuff like that, right? So I'm able to dream now. Like, we're planning trips overseas, and our 5-year plan of all these places we're going to go to and things we're going to do. And that would have never even been on the docket before. Like, that wasn't on thought. I get to spend way more time at home. I'm not picking up any more shifts. I'm not doing double night shifts anymore, which were killing my body when I was. So that's really amazing. I get lots more time with Asher, which is exciting with summer holidays here. And then the community, you guys, like, I couldn't imagine life without you guys now. It's never in a million years that I think that saying yes to Lori after being so rude and skeptical would ever bring this group of amazing people into my life. And for that, I am forever grateful. I just can't say enough good things about you guys, and I'm so happy to have you in my life. And then the determination and drive. So like I said, I didn't think about the future or dreams, and I didn't really think about the next big thing either, or having a goal. It was just, go to work, feed the kid, play, go to bed, do the same thing over and over again. And that was just kind of how it was going to be. This has changed everything. This has opened up our minds to think of possibilities. It's let us see our potential in ourselves, that we have so much more to give to the world. And we're doing it a hindrance by holding it into ourselves. So yeah, those are just a few things that Juice Plus has given me over my first year with the company. And I can't wait to see what many, many, many more years brings. It's just about to rain. So yeah, that is my call for the day, or my talk for the morning. Thank you so much. I just figured that this would work a little bit better than trying to get everybody on a call tonight. And then when everybody hops on, especially with the darn tourists out now, the service just goes to crap. So I hope this recording works, and I'm going to get inside now because it's going to pour. So have a good day, everybody. Talk to you later.